percentage. He is so lethal as a fighter. So dangerous. He can end it at any one moment. He has that concussive knockout power. Wilder, you know, wants to go ahead and attack and land that big right hand. As you see Fury, who has not thrown anything significant just yet. Big right hand, and now Wilder comes forward. Fury will tie him up.
Let him go, Tyson.
Wilder looking to remain on the outside and land that laser right hand. Fury steps in with the jab as to say, okay, I see you. Being played with by Fury. Fury put his hands by his side as to say, come on, you can't touch me. But Wilder's waiting for that big right hand. Look out, there's that right hand by Wilder. Ray Flores ringside here at Staples Center. What an electric atmosphere. The who's who in Hollywood and entertainment are out for this one. Wilder, who is the most lethal finisher in all of boxing. So dangerous. Double jab by Tyson Fury. Wilder looking for his opening. Fury putting his hands behind his back for a brief second. Gamesmanship going on with the Gypsy King and the Bronze Bomber. The jab coming out more frequently for Wilder. He does not want to wait too long. There's that big right hand. Fury swarms him, and now Fury throws. Here they go. Now the double check back hook by Wilder. Wilder hurt Fury. He hurt Fury with that left hook. Fury backed away as soon as he got clipped with that left hook. The jab coming out for Tyson Fury. Doubling up on the jab is Fury. Jabbing is Fury. A big right hand that missed by Wilder. But now Fury, he connected on Wilder. Look at this. Wilder may have been shaken up, and Wilder throws. Wow, what a first round. Both men landing power punches. Here we go with round number 2. Wilder using his jab, but both men, in my opinion, hurt each other in that fight, or in the first round. Using his jab is Wilder. Wilder sending out the jab. Fury with that jab again. They both exchange jabs. The champion, 33 years old from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Deontay Wilder, looking to follow Alabama, who defeated Georgia earlier today to advance to the national, to claim the SEC championship. Wilder was given words of encouragement by Alabama head coach Nick Saban earlier in the week. As to say, roll tide, we believe in you, Bronze Bomber. Wilder, a 2008 bronze medalist at the Olympics. He was the last medalist for boxing in the United States. That was over 10 years ago. Fury comes back with the right hand, cracking Wilder. We are midway through round number 2. And Fury with his antics. Look at that. Again, he is a colorful character. Wilder trying to throw, but Fury seems to be priding himself on making Wilder miss. What an atmosphere here at Staples Center. This place is absolute electric. Happy holidays to all of you. You are getting a holiday treat for this heavyweight affair. Wilder. The jab comes out by Wilder. Wilder, a big right hand that barely missed Fury. The Bronx Bomber said to Fury, I'm going to knock you out. We'll see if he can live up to that prediction. Also in the corner of Tyson Fury, he has Freddie Roach as his cut man. How will they play a part into the fight as it advances? Doubling up on the jab is Fury. This is round number 3. Fury jabbing. If you're Tyson Fury, you want to go back to using your jab, staying on the outside, getting in when you feel it's advantageous. If you're Wilder, pump the jab and also not only throw the right hand, but throw a check left hook. The left hook seemed to hurt Fury at the end, and there's a big right hand that found its destination for Tyson Fury. And also we'll see, as this fight moves along, if the significant weight drop by Fury for over a year and a half, if that will impede him from being as mobile. Fury seems to be very comfortable in there, as does Wilder. Wilder does things that technically are not correct, but he does it in such an unorthodox movement. He can connect at any one moment. I know it's heavyweight boxing, but I'm sure Wilder's going to have more of an emphasis on targeting the body. Double jab by Fury. There's an uppercut by Wilder. Wilder is being more active and aggressive here in this third round compared to that of Fury. High drama here in Los Angeles. The jab coming out by Wilder. Wilder, a big right hand that missed. Fury tries to counter. Out of the way of danger is Wilder. But Fury coming back and retaliating with a shot of his own. Now more gamesmanship. His hands behind his back. Wilder looks to throw that left hook, followed by that right hand, barely missing Fury. And what they're chanting to Deontay Wilder is "You big Dossa," and what that means is a Dossa is someone that does not have a home. Fury was admonishing Wilder in the lead-up as to say, not even your own country recognizes you. Unbeloved in England. Left hook that found its destination for Wilder. That's the end. Oh, they both throw right hands at the end of the third. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Round 4. The heavyweight championship of the world is on the line here in Los Angeles. Jab coming out for Fury. Wilder looking for that one big right hand. There's a big right hand that barely missed Fury. Wilder get caught as he was off balance. Fury trying to double up on the jab. responds. A minute has come off the clock in the fourth round. And now chants of USA echoing here at Staples Center. It has now become a nationalistic matchup between the fans. What an atmosphere here in Los Angeles. A left hook that connected by Wilder, sneaking through the guard of Fury. Right hand, which have been a calling card for him for many, many years. As we're under a minute left here in the fourth. If you're Wilder, Wilder's trying to time Tyson Fury, but also was very respectful of the counter-punching acumen and ability of Fury. Fury goes really quick from southpaw back to conventional, and he got clipped with the left hook. For this to be the comeback here for Tyson Fury, talk about wanting the baddest man, or one of the baddest men on the planet in Wilder. He's still very confident as Fury. Oh, that big right hand that missed, but the left hook connected. And now blood is streaming from the cheek, or from the nose of Fury. And that lands a left hook. Round 5, this one's scheduled for 12. The WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World is on the line between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Both undefeated, both looking to try to stake their claim for heavyweight supremacy. A jab to the body by Wilder. Stepping in with a left hook is Wilder. A lot of feints going on between the two. They certainly respect one another considerably. Wilder with that jab right to the midsection. Steps in with a left hook that connected. That we've seen so far in the fight, but both trying to conserve their energy. But at any one moment, Wilder can turn out your lights. The highest knockout percentage right now with someone that has his amount of fights, 98%. Some jabs being thrown by Fury, all of them blocked by Wilder. There's a big right hand, followed by a left hook by Wilder. With the aggression that we've seen out of Fury, one would gather that this could very well be his round. There's a jab right in his face. Big right hand, followed by a left hook. this one's scheduled for 12. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Wilder, a 98% knockout percentage, 40-0, 39 knockouts, coming off a win over Luis Ortiz in March. Tyson Fury picked up a win in August out in the UK. Wilder proclaimed that Fury hasn't fought anyone of his ilk. And yes, he did defeat Klitschko, but Klitschko didn't throw any punches. He was there being a live punching bag. So said Deontay Wilder during the press conference in the lead-up. Fury trying to assert himself. Jab to the body by Wilder. There's a jab upstairs. Fury goes to southpaw. Goes to southpaw, starts bringing the fight to Wilder. Now some swelling. I believe that there is swelling outside that left eye of Wilder. So we're seeing a little bit of swelling outside the left eye of Deontay Wilder, and that could be from the jabbing of Tyson Fury. So we haven't seen Wilder take any type of damage aesthetically to where it would swell his eye or even any kinds of considerable swelling. So how will he respond to that for the first time in his professional career? Under a minute left here in round 6. Jabbing upwards. Wilder really hasn't done anything of note here in the 6th. Wilder looking to hammer away upon Tyson Fury. Fury trying to bring the fury and everything he has upon Deontay Wilder. And now the British fans get revved up yet again. Tyson Fury, you're absolutely correct on that. As we near the conclusion of the 6th. Round 7, this one's scheduled for 12. Ray Flores ringside here in Los Angeles at Staples Center. Thrilled to be with all of you. Happy holidays to all of you. And what a matchup. And a left hook that connected by Wilder. Left hook for Wilder. Big right hand for Fury. Jab right to the abdomen of Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder, the bronze bomber, looking to retain his crown. A left hook that caught Fury upstairs. As we near the midway point of the 7th round. There's a big right hand that connected. Wilder throws a right hand. Oh, there's a big right hand by Fury. His best punch of the fight. But Wilder comes back and answers himself. Now Wilder is swinging wildly. This has picked up considerably. And Wilder may have hurt Fury. Wilder wants to bang it out against Tyson Fury as he sticks the jab right to the midsection. Throws a big right hand. Fury goes back. face. You see that look in his eye. But will Tyson Fury be able to meet the Bronze Bomber? He doubles over a little bit, does Fury, trying to avoid the power of the Tuscaloosa, Alabama native. Big right hand by Fury. The stakes couldn't be higher here in Los Angeles. More blood streaming from the nose of Tyson Fury. Final moments of this 7th round. And let's take a look at some of the action. Here is the jabbing consistently by Fury. There's that left hook that connected by Fury. He seems so comfortable in the pocket. Again, let's take a look at it zeroing in. Here's a wonderful job by our crew. The jab, and then Fury throws this big right hand, best punch of the fight. Bam! Look at that. You know, that's the heavyweights when it alters the shape of your face. That's not normal, ladies and gentlemen. What's normal is a jam-packed Staples Center for a prize fight. Round 8, this one is scheduled for 12. Jack Reese, a referee in charge. Wilder, they have gotten the swelling, not too much more swelling underneath the left eye of Deontay Wilder. The jab comes out by Fury. There's a big right hand by Wilder that missed moments ago. Wilder waiting for those feints, but Fury steps in with the jab. A minute 10 has come off the clock. Well, the judging in this fight, if it were to go the distance, is going to be very interesting. What do you favor? Big right hand by Wilder. What do you favor? Do you favor the jabbing of Tyson Fury, or do you favor the more power and bringing the fight to Fury in Wilder? What is your criteria? Here at Staples Center. Wilder pumping the jab. Fury remaining on the outside. Overhand right. Under a minute to go here in the 8th. Neither fighter has taken over and been dominant. It is a very close fight, however you may have it. There's a big right hand. Tyson Fury, another one. 2 big right hands on the button by Fury. Those 2 right hands may have won Fury the round. Wilder is waiting. He is coiled up like a cobra, willing to strike at any one moment. The power is something that Fury is so aware of. The Bronze Bomber knows he's in a heck of a match. Big right hand by Wilder, and Fury says, come on, let's continue more. one scheduled for 12. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury for the heavyweight championship of the world. Now Fury has gone to southpaw, now he goes back to conventional. Ben Davison pretty adamant as to say if you keep with your jab, you can beat him with your left hand by yourself. And no more Breland in the corner. Wilder wants him to have more feet and then step over and throw a right hand. There's the jab by Wilder. Big right hand right on the mark. Oh, there's a big right hand by Wilder. And that was early. Is Wilder going to pick it up? Down goes Fury! Oh my goodness! Down he goes! The bronze bomber has put down Fury!
No, you okay? You want to continue? Just walk in and come back. Come here.
He is the most lethal punisher and finisher in the sport. Will Wilder get the finish? A big right hand. Fury is hurt. Fury is in a heap of trouble. Fury has been rocked. Can Wilder get the finish? Deontay Wilder has put down Tyson Fury. Big right hands followed by that left hook. A right hand down the center. The back comes Fury. Wilder may have bumped himself out. And Fury says, come on, bring it. What a fight here in the ninth. You can't write a better script like this in Hollywood. That's why it's here in Tinseltown. Under a minute left. Wilder swinging for the fences. He may be totally gassed out. Whoa! Fury seems to reassert himself, but he did taste the canvas. Wilder back it up. This is so good. Oh my goodness. If you don't like this, you don't have a pulse. Fury with antics, sticking his tongue out at Wilder. But Wilder like that can turn out your lights.
Okay, hands are free.
Final 10 seconds on what has been an eventful ninth round.
All right, stop. Nobody punch. Nobody punch. Step away. Stop at the bell.
We're headed to the 10th. Let's take a look at the knockdown. Boom! Right on the chin. And Fury continues to bait Wilder, and Wilder says, okay, you want more? No problem. Here's some of that. Boom. Right on the temple, and Fury went to the canvas. It's the old adage, ask and you shall receive. Be careful what you wish for. Fury wanted some of the power, and he got it. And it put him on the canvas. Round 10. This one is scheduled for 12. Oh, is this a lot of fun. What a matchup between two of the world's best heavyweights here in LA. We'll see if Wilder goes back on the offensive. He seemed to be tired, but now it is Fury who's the aggressor. Exhaustion. And for Fury, he seems to be showing no ill effects from that knockdown. A 1-2. And now Wilder needs to be careful. He may have expended a lot of energy to try to close the show. Wilder to the corner. Minute 10 has come off the clock. 100 seconds remaining here in the 10th round. Wilder versus Fury. If you're Fury, he has shown a wonderful account that he could taste the power of Wilder and still get up and rise to his feet. But this is a big round for Fury. Fury coming back. He's pushing the pace, but left hook by Wilder. At any one moment, Wilder can put you out. There were questions coming into this fight. How would Wilder deal with a magnificent boxer? Well, he hasn't steamrolled him, but it's a very close fight. Big right hand right on the button of Wilder. What a chin by the Bronze Bomber. Tyson Fury, there was questions about what is his conditioning hold up in the championship rounds. We're getting ready to see that if no one tastes the canvas in these last 25 seconds. Final 10 seconds of the 10th. A round that was won by Tyson Fury, but back comes Wilder. Here comes the Bronze Bomber bringing the heat. Championship rounds. Round 11, scheduled for 12. Ray Flores ringside here at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Happy holidays, everybody. Final 2 rounds of what has been an entertaining and a high drama-filled heavyweight showdown between 2 undefeated champions in Wilder and Fury. Fury still holding on to the lineal championship after he defeated Vladimir Klitschko 3 years ago in Germany. Who will be more active and aggressive? As the British fans are letting themselves be heard here on the West Coast. Wilder has only been the distance one time in his career. You have to go back almost 4 years ago when he beat Bermain Stavern in January of 2015 when he claimed the WBC Heavyweight Championship, a title in which he has made 7 successful title defenses. Wilder tonight is trying to make it number 8, but he has to deal with the most unorthodox, and now here comes Wilder. But Fury answers back. He tied him up, throw a right hand, and now we reset as Jack separates them. Talk about tense moments here in Los Angeles. This is a very close round. Neither guy has thrown anything, but now here comes Fury.
Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Let him go, Tyson. Don't hold his head. Right, brother?
Under a minute remaining in round 11. Still looking to pick his spots. Who is going? I still think this round is close. Now Wilder steps in with a left hook. There's a shot by Wilder. Fury doubled over for a brief second. He's hunched over. Tyson Fury have gone the distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here at Staples Center, we have a split decision, and here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Alejandro Rochin scores the bout 115 to 111 in favor of Deontay Wilder. Judge at ringside, Robert Tapper sees the bout 114 to 110 in favor of Tyson Fury. And judge at ringside, Phil Edwards scores the bout 113 to 113. Even a draw. The decision is a split decision draw.
A split decision draw.
We're underway. He said he would command centering and take the fight to Wilder. Wilder says he will unequivocally, most emphatically, definitely and finally knock Fury out.
Well, he's taking the centre of the ring here, Tyson Fury, and that was maybe living up to his word here. We'll wait and see. Well, he has to be careful, even he is going to be aggressive, and that might not be a bad thing, John, but can we watch that time right hand there from Wilder?
Wilder, by common consent, and I think from his own corner, saying that he's going to use his jab more. Crowd responding to that from Fury, but I think that Wilder saw it coming and he was just out of range from that attempted right hand from Fury, who had slightly the bigger reach. There's the first scoring shot from Wilder.
And going to the body with the jab there as well there, Wilder. Well, David Hay made the point earlier on about Wilder utilising that jab more this fight to set up the attacks. Something he never did in the first, or wasn't allowed to do, maybe.
Fury trying to unload that right hand over the top. Wilder saw it coming and blocked it. Sugar Hill Stewart, new trainer of Fury. His job has been to make the big man more aggressive, to put Wilder onto the back foot, and he starts well. Good right hand that was from Fury.
Oh, there's a double feint again there from Fury, and a lovely little jab as well. That was a nice straight right hand right down the centre of the guard there from Tyson Fury.
Trying to get Wilder onto the back foot, where they reckon he's not going to be as effective. Likes to get on the front foot and throw that huge winging right hand that put Fury down.
But you can't get carried away with your success, even though he has to keep building on that success there, Fury. You can't get carried away with it, because Wilder is dangerous every second of every round.
Yeah, he said Fury has to be good for 12 rounds. I have to be good for 2 seconds.
That's true.
Has that phenomenal power, Wilder, at a career heaviest today at 16 stone 7. Chants going up for Tyson Fury. You heard he got a real superstar reception from the sold-out 17,000 crowd here. Good jab from Fury.
Well, it was like a bit of a hook there, wasn't it? A nice long hook.
He's certainly going looking for him. He's as good as his word.
Just got to be careful there. Got a little bit untidy. That's a beautiful feint and a left hand there from Fury. It's a good start.
Clearly taking this opening round, and he's getting Wilder on that back foot, and there's not been a lot from the champion in the opening 3 minutes. Well, he said he was going to knock Wilder out in the second round. Wilder said rubbish, but of course he'll have heard those words, and Fury just might go looking for him.
See, that feint is still causing Wilder trouble. I thought Wilder would just, in this fight, when Fury threw that feint, he would just commit.
Has he once again got into the head of Deontay Wilder? Fury emphatically taking the opening round.
See, I think Ben Davis was talking about this to the build-up to the fight. That long left hand that Fury, he draws it out in front of him like a sword almost, and that's taking away the jab of Deontay Wilder.
Fury's reach supposedly only an inch more than that of Deontay Wilder, but it looks more than that. That's another good jab. That's the right hand, that's the one that Wilder's looking for, and Fury just gave him time to set.
Wilder just needed to slide his front foot a little bit closer. Fury just riding the shot. Still landing, he just took the sting out of it. Wilder just needs to bit more confidence, get that front foot a little bit closer. That's where he wants to be.
Looking for the right hand again, that time Fury just slipping it, getting inside, making the champion miss. Is the aggression of Fury going to make him more vulnerable?
But it's aggression without him being, he's not going crazy, is he?
Right hand missed from Wilder. Trying to jab to the body, the champion.
Again, I've got to go back to Wilder. If he takes that front foot a little bit closer, he can punch right through the target. At the minute, he's just landing on the chin, and Fury just naturally turns his head away.
Quiet around this one, not a lot so far. Call from the Fury corner to keep jabbing, keep using his jab. It's the shout that's coming from Andy Lee, loud and clear.
Just landed with a good jab there, Wilder, Fury, sorry.
Stop punching, let him up. Stop punching, listen up.
Kenny Bayless trying to keep the action clean. Right hand again from Wilder, but it just slipped past the left ear of Tyson Fury. There's a better jab from the champion. Fury not quite so far able to repeat the successes of the opening 3 minutes. Much quieter round.
It's nice there from Fury, that feint on a left hand.
Wilder being forced to go on the back foot. There's a good right hand from Fury. Ooh. And Wilder wants to hold on. He felt the weight of that.
Stunned him a little. I don't think it was seriously hurt. It just stunned him a little bit there. Just seemed to freeze a little bit there, Wilder.
He's blinking, and Fury will know that he caught him there. But maintain. Oh, there's a good right hand from Wilder. Fury takes it well though and spins him and lands big shots right on the bell, and the referee has to come in and pull them off. Second round completed, and on Barry's card, 2 rounds to Tyson Fury as we move into the third. Remember, Wilder was the favourite, the gambling favourite for this fight. Not looking at it at the moment, is he?
He's not. I think he's shocked. I think that Tyson has taken the centre of the ring, has tried to push him back with a heavier jab than in the first fight.
Is there a little bit of damage around the mouth of Deontay Wilder? Good jabs again, and the right hand! Terrific shot from Fury, and Wilder again wants to hold on.
Legs went a little bit there, a little dip from the legs there from Wilder.
You hear me? All right, come on.
I did a chat with his dad, Big John Fury, and he said, I will bet you anything that he will knock him out. And he's going looking for him.
Just as David just said, got to be educated pressure though, got to keep switched on, keep nice and smart. But this is fantastic start here from Fury.
Wilder trying to jab, but he's having to jab in reverse as Fury's right in his face again. He believes he's the stronger man. He's got a bit of grazing. There's a good right hand again from Fury. And Wilder looking distinctly nonplussed.
Well, the fact that Wilder's not using his jab or can't get his jab into play means he can judge his distance. That's better. Even though he missed with the jab, at least he can slide the front foot forward, get his feet closer, and then let that right hand go.
Watch your heads, watch your heads.
Wilder trying to use his strength inside, and there is indeed damage to the bottom lip of Deontay Wilder, already swelling up here in the third round as Fury spears him again with that left-hand lead.
That was a nice jab from Fury. He just threw it up, didn't he, from the waist. Dipped the legs a little bit, different angle of attack.
That right hand only just missed. Roar from the crowd, particularly those up in the bleachers, but it was just slipped by Wilder, just
caught the back of the head, didn't it, there, of Wilder. As you can see, Wilder's just looking for that right hand. That's a good jab from Fury again.
Work out.
Doubled up and tried to bring in that chopping right hand, and Wilder wants to hold on and buy a bit more time as referee Kenny Bayless manfully tries to use his strength to split them once more.
And Fury using a bit of the head there. Oh, good
right
right hand.
Down! Left hand, right hand! And Wilder down! And Fury, arms above his head, believes he's on his way to victory now. What a shot! And it was hand speed, and how well can Wilder recover from that?
Oh, and
Fury
again,
goes looking for him, another big right hand, and Wilder's on unsteady legs. He's in desperate trouble in there, and falls to the ground. Is it going to be given as another knockdown? No. Slip, says the ref. Slip, says the referee. Seconds ticking away, and a desperately bad round for Wilder, and a huge, huge round. Fury so far has been brilliant. Here in the fourth round.
a good jab again there from Fury.
Desperate left hook, shot inside from Fury, who's really trying to take a street fight to Deontay Wilder, trying to show that the Gypsy King is not only the stronger man and the better fighter, but is also the king of the cobbles. And there's a telling off for both men from the referee, who wants them to keep it clean. And Wilder somehow has got to find a way to get through this round. He has to regroup. He'll have fear now of the power of Fury, the man who, remember, he said has pillows as fists.
Well, again, because Wilder can time people coming in so well with that right hand, because Fury's so long of reach, and he's not fully committed when he comes in. The footwork's still there. He's not doing it, so the fact, oh!
No, that's no knockdown, round the back of the head, and Wilder, a little bit drunkenly, falls to the canvas once more. How much has the champion got left? That didn't look too clever, did it? Even though there wasn't a clear shot. He almost gets rocked onto the back of his heels by a jab there, and it almost looks like fear in those eyes.
That's good that Fury's still losing the fence. A lovely jab and a good right hand to the body from Fury. Wilder's got to push him forward. Wilder's got to come pushing back. He's got to come forward here, Wilder. A lovely right hand.
A lot of so-called experts were saying that Wilder would be a different man and would just level Fury this time. He was short with that right hand. It could still happen, of course.
He still carries power even when he's hurt, even when he's tired. He's shown it time and time again.
And remember, he was behind twice against Luis Ortiz and came back with big shots. That big right hand will be a danger shot as long as Wilder is in there. That's a better jab from the champion. Fury looking to narrow the gap, keep him on the back foot and give another opportunity for a big right hand. Referee's a busy man in there in this fourth round.
That's better from Wilder, and even if he took the shot, he just stepped inside there and just smothered the power there of Fury.
Fury doesn't need to just gamble everything to take him out. He's looking for that big right hand, but it's a little bit telegraphed.
Well, you clearly see that he's only looking for that right hand. He doesn't throw the jab enough.
Still has to work off the jab. Use his boxing skills. Wilder is surviving this round so far, although he's not done a lot and does look very, very tired. There's a better lead again from Wilder, but he's on the back foot.
And that's important there, John. He does look really tired, doesn't he, Wilder?
Well, not surprisingly, after he'd been whacked as
good
heavily as he
shot.
has. And there's another one from Fury. He's carrying that extra weight, remember, 15-2 in the first fight, 16-7 this time, and for a man who relies on explosive power, that right hand is looking slow compared with the Wilder we know, and that was a more scrappy round. Now into the fifth, and Wilder in trouble again. Big right hands from Fury, and Wilder is just fighting on instinct, trying to survive. What a start to the round from Fury.
Wilder doesn't look like he's going to fall to sleep when he gets caught. He looks like the energy just expels from his body when he gets hit. Almost caught the referee there, Wilder, with that right hand.
Wilder complaining to the referee, and he looks an old and fragile fighter.
You can see what David Hay was mentioning then. They're both close up, and Tyson so easily been able to spin Wilder around. Left hook there from Fury.
In those clinches, Tyson Fury is ragdolling him.
Wilder looks exhausted.
Bottom lip splits, blood from his left ear where those right hands keep flooding in.
Just a little bit too close there, Fury, when he threw that right hand. He just not really step in too much.
Not giving Wilder any space to throw that right hand, and he looks so groggy in there, Wilder. I don't think he's got much
Body
left.
shot.
And he's gone. He's gone. I tell you what, this fight is going to be all over. Tyson Fury is proving himself here, the best heavyweight in the world. Tonight he's been brilliant, and maybe now is one punch away from the title. Wilder somehow manages to hold on, but he's absolutely spent.
He's done one big shot now from Fury, and it might be the end. What a performance so far.
Desperation.
Shot, there he's gone again.
He's down again, is he?
The ropes kept him up.
Referee allows Wilder to continue, but he is absolutely in some sort of dreamland here, or you might say a nightmare land, Deontay Wilder. Fury looking to finish it here in the 5th round. Wilder somehow has to survive for another minute.
That was a knockdown for Fury. The ropes kept Wilder up there.
Fury just needs to find a clean shot from somewhere. That right hand this time slips over the shoulder, and Wilder managing to survive, just hanging on, clinging on to this into this fight by his fingernails. Short of the target again that time, Fury. Only just. The uppercut landed.
Jab to the
Wilder
body.
drunkenly comes forward again.
He's not going to give a point.
1 point.
He is doing. He's taking a point off him. Taking a point off him. Hoots of derision from the crowd.
Time in.
But Fury still looking for that one more big shot, which he'll believe could end it. A bit of blood on the left-hand side of Fury's head. Nothing serious. That left eye has not opened up. There's another big right hand. He's looking for it. And again, Wilder just holding on. And this is the street fighter and Fury again. David giving it level. Did you have it level as well, Barry?
No, I had because of the knockdown, I had Fury 10-8, and what happens there is just 10-8, and you take the point away at the end of the fight, so it's 10-8. So it'll be
good right hand
9-8.
from Fury. Sorry, Barry. Here he goes again, and Wilder just can't find anything of any real value to throw back.
Stop.
But he's still there. He's survived, and there'll be no quits in Deontay Wilder.
Oh, he just
Fury
short
just
that right
misses
hand.
by a whisker with that right hand.
You see the strength there, but Wilder did the right thing there. He spammed Fury, but Fury being able just to spin him back. This tactic here from Wilder, I know he still got the shot, he always got that power, but allowing Fury to come on him, it's obviously proved totally wrong tactic. He should have been pushing Fury back, or trying to.
Well, we were talking over this contest, over a little bit of a relaxation stage
shot
last night, and I was told that this was emphatically what Fury would do from his team, and he has delivered 100%.
You've got to give Wilder a bit of credit here. He's trying to dig in.
Well, great guts to still be there.
Shot.
He's actually looking better than he was a couple of rounds ago. Which isn't saying a lot, but he's still in there as the blood continues to flow from that left ear.
Oh, it's a nice jab there from Fury. He walked right through it as well. Good body shot there from Fury. Lovely left hook to the body.
Wilder trying to fight back off the ropes, trying to find uppercuts. Not noted ever as a decent inside fighter, and Fury knows that and has done a job on him up close.
Oh, that was a short right hand there from Fury. Wilder is exhausted. He is spent.
Complaint about a shot around the back of the head. Wilder only just missed with that big attempted right hand counter off the ropes. And there's a lot of blood around there now. Fury's put so much into the early stages of this fight. Is there still just a glimmer of a chance of a recovery for Deontay Wilder? It's a massive ask.
When you got power like Wilder, you always got to say, haven't you? You always got a chance, but he looks shattered, leaning on the ropes there, as you see. Steady on his legs, and that's not from hurt, that's fatigue. Oh, that's a good shot.
He's never been in trouble like this before. The sort of damage that he's taking and the sort of pain that's being inflicted.
Fury was inches away with that right hand then.
Now has the left eye, is there a little bit of a smear of blood from that left eye of Fury? He's won this round yet again. It's been all Fury. Crowd expectation absolutely at fever pitch here for the thousands and thousands who've made their way over from the UK. Big left hand from Fury.
You can say what Wilder should do and this and that, but he just looks too tired, you know, to really be aggressive and put any punches together, and that's the problem. He's been too reactive throughout. You've got to give Fury credit for taking the centre of that ring, still using that double feint.
And looking to create the opening for one more big shot. Another good jab from Fury. Wilder again looking a little bit more focused and a little bit more clear-eyed than he has done for a round or two, but that jab rocking back his head.
Yeah, and I don't think it's hurting him, it's just because he's so tired, they're just knocking his head back with ease.
Surely now only a matter of time. Another left hand from Fury.
Good from Fury there, through the jab, ran through the right hand over the top, as expected, dipped to the body, then came back with a left hook over the top.
Referee having a close look at Wilder. He won't want to see him take too much. Chants from the Fury fans of you, Big Dosser, but he's still looking for that right hand, Wilder.
And that's hard. You know, you see Wilder there putting everything into those shots and missing, and that drains your energy also. That shot.
Oh, right hand down the middle.
Towel's in, towel's in.
They've thrown the towel in. The fight's all over. The fight's all over.
Wow.
They've thrown the towel in from the Wilder corner, and Tyson Fury is the heavyweight champion of the world. One of the most phenomenal comebacks from goodness knows where 2 or 3 years ago. He is now top of the pile with one of the great heavyweight performances I have ever seen in 30 years covering this sport. Tyson Fury tonight was quite brilliant, and he is heavyweight champion of the world. Wilder short of the target with those 2 jabs to the body.
The jab to the body is something he did not really use in their first or second fight, and it's a very important key to this fight, I believe.
Wilder on the front foot, nothing from Fury so far. And there's the right hand that he's looking for. Fury able to evade it. But Wilder, as he promised, as many had expected, is trying to dictate from word go, Richie.
What he's doing here, Wilder, tactic plain and simple, working to the body, and he's going to try the right hand over the top. So there's the right hand there. So what he's doing with the jab, just pouring to the body with the left hand to take the attention away from the right hand that's going to follow after 2 or 3 jabs to the body. That's what he's doing. And what he's trying to do as well is bring Tyson over the front foot, but as long as Tyson's moving away, he'll take the sting out of the shot. But it's just a plain, simple tactic. Work the body with the jab and then send the right hand over the top.
I noticed a couple of 2 right hands to the body Wilder threw, and Fury dropped it, sort of tried to block those shots. I believe he's going to try to look at the body, then throw a right hand to the head, but Fury looks quite cool under pressure. He seems quite controlled and not too overawed with those long shots to the body. They're solid shots, but he's dealing with it nice.
Now he gets in with his first scoring shot of his own, Fury, the right hand. The referee Russell Moore having to split them for the first time. But it's been a quiet opening so far from Fury. He's not fought with the early ferocity that he did of the last meeting at the MGM Grand back in February 2020. There's the right hand from Wilder, just short of the mark, but not by a long way.
We've got to see if Tyson Fury can adjust here. So it's quite a difficult target to hit, Deontay Wilder, because that long jab, straight jab to the body, he's keeping the distance, you see, with that shot. You see, so it's difficult for Tyson to catch him. And that's exactly what Deontay Wilder's doing with that jab and maintaining that gap. So Tyson's got to adjust, maybe try the right uppercut, or certainly left up to the body. But this is a good start from Fury. It's on from Deontay Wilder.
Wilder has boxed beautifully in this opening round. He's got his tactics and he's stuck to them.
Let go. Let go. Back up.
Jabbing to the body. As David pointed out early on in this fight, the opening round, which Wilder has done the most so far. Fury trying to throw the left-right combination. Wilder was able to block it as we move into the last few seconds of an opening round, but that's a big right hand from Fury. Maybe the best shot of the fight so far, but Wilder thinks he's done enough to win the opening round. Well, is he going to be a bit more reticent now in this second round, having felt Fury's chopping right hand in the closing seconds?
So Tyson just sussed him out towards the end of the round and got more aggressive, and he did there. Better from Tyson Fury, fighting fire with fire, keeping him on his back foot, not letting Wilder settle down with that jab again.
Words there from Wilder. Remember the old quote from Mike Tyson, we all have a plan until we get hit in the mouth.
Stop! Let go!
Is Wilder going to be able to stick to the plan that he's formulated with Malik Scott? Fury just signs that he's starting to get to him a little bit more.
It looks like all of the shots Wilder's throwing out are super heavy. He's really putting a lot of energy into every single shot. There's no fast jabs, there's no range-finding shots. Great right hook to the body from Fury.
Fury is starting to get into range more. Talking to the referee, and he was complaining.
Okay, keep this clean, keep it clean.
Wilder being told not to drag Fury on. Hand around the back of the neck, which of course is not allowed. He was short with that right hand, Wilder.
Well, typical example of Wilder just launching from too far out, and Wilder's moving backwards. We spoke about that before. Even if that shot hits Tyson Fury, then he's taking the punt, he's taking the sting out of it and the power. It's the 1-2 combination for me from Fury that's doing really well at this stage, but he's got to be accurate with it. He's got to be accurate with the left hand and that straight right to just maintain that gap between himself and Deontay Wilder.
Fury trying to use his physical strength, and again Wilder being told off for holding on, dragging Fury on close where he wasn't able to get any purchase on his punches. Fury onto his toes now. There's a right hand from Wilder, but returned with interest from Fury, and the fight is starting to warm up here in the second.
Very nice paced fight. Both fighters letting big shots go. Another big right hand from Fury there. Wilder needs to use a bit more boxing skills. He's got that long right hand works for him, but he's throwing from so far out and he's not earning the position to land that right hand.
More effective work from Fury in this second round, and again holding on by both men, and the referee has been busy. I'm going to have to try and keep the action going here. Just stifling each other and negating.
And this type of inside work works out better for Fury. He's the heavier man. He does a lot of the inside work. Big right hand from Wilder just then momentarily stunned Fury, but I think that's a close round, but I'd probably edge that to Fury.
Richie, how did you have it?
10-9 to Tyson Fury, got back on level terms there, better boxing from Fury.
Well, difficult to predict at this stage, not too much between them. Kind of to an extent the phony war, but you kind of know that one big attack could have a very significant effect.
That feint's going to be very important for Tyson Fury. There it is there, with the front hand and the front foot. Deontay Wilder then is unsure what's to follow. But again, it's Fury just closing him down, walking him down. And look at that's better from Tyson Fury. Nice quick feet.
Great body shot from Fury there. Really took the wind out of Wilder.
And the left hook to the side of the head there, and beating Wilder to the punch. And suddenly Wilder just looking a little bit more disorganised.
Disorganised and wild in the shot there. John looking for the right hand. And it was better, straight, accurate work from Tyson Fury there. just signs that Deontay Wilder is not tiring, but I don't know, David, he's just like feeling the pace slightly.
The sharpness has come out of his shots. Fury's been able to block a few of the body shots which were landing earlier because they were quicker. They've slowed down a bit, so Fury's able to just get that elbow in front of it. But this inside clinch work definitely works out for Wilder. For Fury, he needs to stay in this zone as long as he can do, working and grinding inside.
Well, now it's Russell Moore laying down the law to Tyson Fury. Referee not going to stand for it. Both of them have been warned now. Wilder trying to land that chopping right hand. He's gambling.
Yeah, he's gambling in a big way.
And he lands one.
Well, he lands one, but again, Tyson Fury moving away. He's not bringing him onto the shot. That's the problem you've got with Tyson Fury. He's not coming over his front foot there. He's actually moving away. You have to have phenomenal power to knock a man out who's moving away from you.
He wobbled him with a jab there. Fury right down the pipe, landed a clean right hand for a clean jab.
The crowd responding to these big swinging rights from Wilder, but they're not landing clean. Missed around the back of the shoulder and missed again with that one. But it's Fury now who wants to hold on and tie him up.
What an action-packed fight this is.
Wilder just going for that swinging right hand over the top. Fury more straighter, accurate shots from the champion.
There's Anime. Oh, he's got a big right hand. Oh! He goes down. It was the right hand that did the damage. And Wilder is down for the count in the third round. 30 seconds to go still. And he has now had the first big attack, the first big significant attack. And Fury is poised and waiting now to step in and to try and finish it. Right here.
Super!
He's got him again. And he's holding on desperately here, Wilder. This is a huge round for Fury. And Wilder is all over the place. And can he go again? There goes the bell. He is literally saved by the bell. A massive, massive round for Tyson Fury. There's the way it is at the moment on Richie's scorecard. And Fury is dominant, and in this fourth round, can he now go in there and finish this? How well has Deontay Wilder been able to regroup?
As long as Tyson Fury doesn't get complacent, this isn't over yet. You're in against a big puncher, but Tyson Fury, he's going for it. He senses the victory. He's just got to make sure he does it behind that jab, straight right hand, and get to Deontay Wilder, put him under pressure.
Well, he said he was going to obliterate him. He said he was going to end his career. Too early to say yet. The big early advantage now to Tyson Fury. A little bit of an air of desperation about those punches coming from Wilder, and he looks a bit unsteady as he's backed up.
So Fury's doing the right thing here. He's keeping nice and tight, walking him down, touching him with that jab, and just waiting for these big swings coming because they're very, very crude. And he keeps rushing in with this long, raking jab that's really hurt Wilder on occasion. He's in complete control right now.
The energy seems to have just been sapped from Deontay Wilder. And it's an incredible look on his face now. He's really, really tired. Is it because he's too heavy? He's been hit with big shots. We all know, David, that once you're hit with big shots, it takes it out of you.
Is Tyson Fury just too good for him? Is Tyson Fury just got his number?
And is he psychologically somewhat unravelling here? Fury is on the front foot, looking to impose himself again. He's looking for that big right hand, and he's got him going again on those ropes.
Wilder's fighting instinct when he's in trouble is very poor. His chin comes up in the air and he just swings left and right because he's never had someone as big and as strong in his face.
Those tactics of the first round, the jab to the body and the overhand right, seems to have been largely forgotten by Deontay Wilder now. And Fury, there he gets a right hand though. It's a big one for Wilder. And there goes Fury. What a turnaround. Huge right hand. And now it's Fury who takes a count. Wow, what a punch.
Incredible shot from Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury coming forward, got a little bit complacent, walks onto a shot, but we know he can recover.
He's no more hurt than Wilder was earlier. They've both been in exactly the same position. Who wants it most? Who's got the bigger heart?
And now Wilder's looking to finish it. Fury's having to cover up. What a fight we've got here. No, Another big right hand, just missed him by fractions. There's one from Fury, and it's an absolute violent brawl, but down goes Fury for a second time. The upset is on. Is it going to be redemption? The clock ticking down, and we are just about coming to the end of the fourth round. A second knockdown. It's going to be a 10-7 round for Deontay Wilder.
Absolutely incredible.
One of the best last couple of rounds you've ever seen a heavyweight fight. So much heart, so much grit, determination.
And now Wilder is right back in there, and he's looking to establish dominance here in this fifth round. An electric atmosphere here in Las Vegas.
This might make Fury now just box on that back foot, box more sensible. What he's got to do now is keep the distance and box at range. Tyson Fury doesn't need to be coming over his front foot, just got to keep the distance and trying to keep Deontay Wilder at bay.
Fury did a nice little cheeky right hand inside then. All those little shots you can get away with, sort of fringe breaking the rules. You need to do whatever you need to do in a battle like this to get the victory.
You need to win great fights to become a great fighter, and both of these men are fancying this now. And what we have, it might be wild, it might not be cultured, but it's a great fight.
Wilder's still going for it, isn't he? He's still looking for that knockout shot, that right hand. Oh, what a shot from Fury! That's what was needed. That right hand there, that was a belting punch, John.
And now it is Wilder who holds on again. He's right back in it now, Fury. We wondered whether he could regroup. He most certainly has done.
Wilder needs to stay out of these clinches. This works in Fury's favour. Fury can do this all night long. All it's going to do is tire out Wilder's muscles. He needs to stay long and look for those big shots from afar.
He's trying to measure him for another big right hand as Fury beats into the jab.
And that's what he's got to do, John. Use his jab here as Tyson Fury. Just box at range. There's Wilder still looking for that big right hand. That was a good shot.
Oh, he's wobbled him again. And Fury wants to hold on.
Stop! There you go, thank you.
Wilder's still going for it, and he's actually tiring because he's putting so much into those right hands. But Fury just got to compose himself, work the jab, keep the distance, just settle down again.
Again, Wilder looks tired as he's beaten to the punch once more. Launched that right hand from way, way back. Decent body shot from Fury, and then using that weight to his advantage again.
Wilder's lost the snap out of his legs completely, super flat-footed here. Fury looks quite fresh. He's out of the two of them, he seems the fresher. He's the bigger, and when inside his clinches, he's throwing nice little hooks and little short punches inside just to sap the strength of Wilder, slow him down even further.
Tyson Fury never been down twice in a round before.
He's down heavy, very, very heavy. To see him in the next round shows his testament to his fitness and his conditioning.
And fighting heart, sheer fighting heart as well, carrying him right back into this and probably winning in this round. Dog-tired he looks, doesn't he, Deontay Wilder? And there's the bell. Richie, how have you got that one?
Really close round. That one could have gone either way, but I'd probably just go Tyson Fury.
Yeah, Fury needs to keep the pressure on. He needs to keep doing what he's doing. Just turn it up 15-20%. The jab, I think, has been key for Tyson Fury. He's had a lot of success with the jab, and the jab sets everything else up. Wilder, on the other hand, his jab is completely obsolete here. He's not landing it. He's not even throwing it. Occasionally in the first 2 or 3 rounds, he's throwing it to the body. Since then, he's kind of forgotten about it, just gone head hunting with a big right hand.
And when he sees Deontay Wilder come forward, just to be able to just adjust and maintain the gap and just go take a backward step occasionally. He's got to, like David says, got to use his jab and his right hand, but keep the distance with them. So box at distance with those straight shots and just adjust your feet. Don't come over your front foot, hit the target and move back occasionally and try and bring Deontay Wilder forward.
Fury trying to bully Wilder back. Wilder being made to miss again and once more being pushed back across the ring. So less effective on the back foot.
Well, remember, John, when it's a contest like that, when it's close, on the inside, you're giving Wilder more of a chance to land the odd shot here and there. Remember, Tyson Fury's got the height and the reach. And if he uses it sensibly, behind that jab, straight right hand, keep him at bay. try and bring him over the front foot and bring him onto a shot, but when they're in close, then Wilder may land one.
Again, leaning on, remember, he's so much heavier, Fury, 19 stone 11 as against 17 stone, big weight difference. Good shot, and both of them landing heavily, almost simultaneously.
Hands are free, hands are free.
Well, who's your money on now? I tell you what, it is that sort of fight. One big punch either way could settle it.
Stop! Let go! Let go!
Both of them showing signs of fatigue.
Fury seems in good shape. Fury seems like he's putting the punches together in bunches. Wilder just throws 1 or 2 punches at a time. Fury, yeah, the shots are coming so slowly from Wilder now. Fury's able just to literally matrix him and slip and slide.
Caught him with the right hand there, Fury, as he fell back onto the ropes. Wilder, that's not going to be a knockdown, I don't believe, and the referee signals no.
There seems an air of desperation in every shot that Wilder throws with that right hand. Launches it from way far out. Better work from Fury on that front foot. But he seems to weather the storm well, Wilder, and come back with a dangerous shot. You never know when this guy is out of it.
Maybe his conditioning better this time around. Remember, it was stopped in the 7th round last time. We're in the 6th here. And Fury finishing on the front foot. Wild right hand from Wilder.
Not a good sign from Wilder, throwing a right hand that wasn't there.
Well, it was this round where it ended in the 2nd contest.
Okay, stop! Let him go!
Patterson,
Let him
Johansson,
go.
Ali Frazier, Ali Norton, Bo Holyfield. Great trilogies, and here we have another.
In front! In front!
Fury on the front foot, looking to dictate.
And I think he's getting more and more confident, Tyson Fury.
There you go! Go!
That's better work from him.
It looks like Fury's got his 2nd wind here. He was a little bit winded earlier, but he seems to getting into his flow. He's got an extra little bounce in his step now. He's doing the 2 or 3 phases I've seen, just coming in with that jab. Yeah, Wilder's shots are getting looser and more and more reckless, and that means there's less power on those shots.
But he's still there, and still chancing those big swinging right hands. Fury needs to keep concentration. A few boos from the crowd for the holding.
Oh, what a shot, Tyson Fury.
Wilder manages to take it, but he's holding on with an air of desperation now.
Wilder's legs are shaky, very shaky.
It's all very well being able to bench press fast weights, but if you can't stay on your feet.
Fury attacking the body now as well. Just to sap every bit of strength out of Wilder to take this thing out of those big right hands of his.
There's a left hand from Fury, looked as though it's straight low, and now chopping right hand from Fury, responding to one from Wilder, who's still in there pitching.
We're just got to watch it as Tyson Fury goes forward. Look at Wilder, that was a cracking jab. Wilder's still dangerous, but like I say, his desperation with that right hand. He's tiring by the second here.
Fury starting to take.
Wilder.
Fury took.
He's got him! He's got him! He's a right hand! Went right down to his boots, and he's holding on in desperation now here. How can he hold on? How can he stay upright? Somehow he manages, but he's still got 30 seconds to survive this 7th round.
Just needs a bit of composure here, John, now does Fury. Just set up the attacks, still use that lead hand, but he's the boss in there at the moment, Tyson Fury.
Fury has taken 2 clean right hands down the pipe from Wilder, shots that really hurt him in round 4 and 5, and now just bouncing off of Fury's head, and that's not a good sign. It means that Wilder's snap and his power is now gone. So the chance of him picking him off with a big shot is getting less and less.
He's going to survive to the bell. And you heard in no uncertain terms from Sugar Hill Stewart, Fury being told to box him, to jab him. box your way in, then land the punches. Don't give Wilder the chance of the lucky break.
The Sugar Hill knows that to set up the knockout shot, it's got to be set up behind the jab, the lead hand, to measure that distance. Look, with a shot like that, and then eventually the right hand will follow. That's what he's got to do. Doesn't need to get complacent. We've seen that in this contest already from Tyson Fury. A rare mistake, so he's got to watch what he's doing, but the jab's so important.
He came so close to going down again in that last round, Wilder, and he's under pressure again here. Fury is piling it on, and he can do little more than just hold on. Fury is dominant now.
He's completely dominant. It seems like a matter of time before a big right hand from Fury lands around the side of Wilder's head. See, that shot in early on in the fight would have had a massive effect, and it seems to be bouncing off Fury now.
Not the snap or the power in Wilder's punches that there was. And Fury trying to measure him for another of those concussive rights.
Yeah, more clever. A better, clever approach there from Tyson. In and out with the feet. That is beautiful. Beautiful boxing.
Stop! Let go! Stop! Stop!
Fury ahead, and clearly ahead on our cards now. Wilder has got little plan now apart from winging in a huge right hand.
Oh, lovely. The pace. Oh, that was going to go. Big shot, big shot.
Staggered back drunkenly. Almost sank to the canvas again, and Fury will see him right in front of him.
So walking
and moving groggily.
There is nothing left on the Wilder shots now. And is Malik Scott going to do what he's been told by not throwing in the towel? Because it looks like he's going to get into a position where a towel being thrown in may save him for another day.
I'll tell you what though, John, what they may regret now, he's coming in at 17 stone because he's really, really tired now, and that's just going to add, that's going to just sap the energy levels. He's carrying weight that he shouldn't be. He's not used to. Well, can Tyson Fury, finish him off?
Fair play to Wilder's resolve though. Had him down twice in the fourth round, and he's been looking as though he's been on the cusp of being floored on more than one occasion. But he looks absolutely out on his feet.
This is where you can't get complacent. You've still got to set the attacks up with the jab and get the job done. He's a dangerous man, Wilder.
Blood coming from Wilder's mouth. And another big round for Tyson Fury.
But it's not over, remember. That's the thing. Tyson Fury is in control, but he's just got to see this job out now. You're in against a very dangerous one-punch knockout artist. So he's just got to keep doing what he's doing. Listen to his corner, keep the punches straight, set up that right hand.
There've been 3 or 4 occasions when it's looked as though Wilder has been ready to be taken, but somehow he's stayed upright, beaten to the jab there, and Fury is walking him back, looking for the payoff punch. Looked as though it could have been all over in the fourth. That seems an awful long time ago now.
That's a shot from Deontay Wilder. That's lifted the crowd up, so then the crowd are getting a bit subdued. They can even sense it themselves that Tyson Fury is fully in control, but that was just a reminder for Fury that Wilder is still in it.
Yeah, Wilder landed something big there, and Tyson really felt that one.
Good jabs from Fury.
There's no defence from Wilder whatsoever, no head movement, no blocking. He's just soaking those jabs clean up in the face. That's tiredness for you.
Tremendous bravery though, still in there pitching, and he's shown an absolute warrior instinct tonight. Fury looking for him again, and the referee's keeping a very close watch.
That was superb there from Fury, just up the tempo, went through the gears, starting to land the bigger shots. Deontay Wilder looks like he's out on his feet.
He's looked like that for about 3 or 4 rounds.
Very, very deceiving, Wilder. He looks like he's finished, and then he brings out a big right hand.
It'll be dangerous as long as he's still in there.
Some nice inside work from Fury here, sinking in lovely little shots. No, he's used to doing a lot of inside fighting, lots of body sparring, and Wilder just seems completely out of his depth when they're inside, up and close like this.
And you know what, John? I think Fury, he's waking up in this contest. He's starting to fight now. He's Tyson Fury. He's warming to the task. It's dangerous, yes, but he's warming to the task now. Is Tyson Fury.
Wilder again under heavy onslaught of punches here, but still hopefully winging in those right hands. Fury lands one of his own. Last 10 seconds of the round. Big uppercut from Wilder this time, and he finishes as the aggressor. Oh, what a round. Tremendous round again. Have to admire the desire of Wilder, the warrior instinct. He's still in there battling, but Fury, on our card anyway, is now starting to get a long way in front, and it's looking as though Wilder's got to find a knockout punch. 3 rounds to go.
Stop! Let go! Let go!
Malik Scott just in front of us is bellowing his advice. Oh, he didn't advise him to take a punch like that, and he's going again, Wilder.
Just manages to recover, but big shots there again from Fury. That's when sometimes that Wilder can be so dangerous, then just in desperation he can throw that right hand. But Fury coming forward, out-muscling him, working him over on the inside. And again, boxing well at distance, but well on the inside also.
According to the punch stats, Fury landing twice as many as Wilder, but Wilder's still there, takes another big right hand. Can Fury somehow find a way to get him out of there, or is Wilder going to see it through? Is there going to be just one more turn of the dice, one more throw of the dice from Wilder in this gambling city?
All he's got, Wilder, is that right hand on the inside. Again, Tyson Fury, he's outworking him. At short range, he's the boss. At long range, he's the boss. But at the same time, Wilder just dangerous with the odd shot here. And what a shot, what a punch.
He's got him in as the right hand. Down yet again. He's on his feet. He's groggy. And the referee will want to make absolutely certain that he's okay to continue. He says he is. Wants him to walk towards him. Is he happy? He lets him go on. Fury now will look to take him out right now, right here, in this night, in this 10th round. He's wanting to finish it, and Wilder looks as though he's ready to be taken.
It doesn't seem like there's much left from Wilder. His tank seems like it's empty, and Fury's just putting a consistent pressure on Wilder, just sapping every little thing he's got.
Slowly but surely, Tyson Fury, he's just dismantling
Stop!
Deontay Wilder at range on the inside. But remember, he's still in there
and still trying to throw big uppercuts, but he's going to go again. Fury right cross and an uppercut, Wilder holding on. How is he staying upright? On the receiving end of some huge punches, but still throwing one of his own, and another. He's got Fury going now. Can he turn it round? Oh, astonishing! What a turnaround in the last 10 seconds. Where did he find that from?
Just when you think he's completely finished, he just pulls something out of the bag.
6 minutes left. Fury a mile in front. That would be a 10-8 round. But Wilder astonishing, that little flourish in the last 10 seconds of the 10th. What a fight.
Unbelievable.
What a fight.
I think Tyson Fury just got to box sensible now. He's well
stop.
ahead
Stop.
here.
Let go.
But will he go for the knockout? He wants to knock Wilder out. And probably feels he could do that.
Big uppercut.
Let go.
Holds on again.
Okay, stop. Let go.
But from looking very tired early on in the contest, Wilder, how he's kept going, it's incredible. Oh, what a punch!
That one landed as clean as it has done so far. Wilder showing tremendous heart, staying on his feet.
Fury trying to push him away to give space to land more big shots of his own to try and finish Wilder. How on earth is Deontay Wilder staying upright?
There was a super left hook that went to the body there, and Fury's just hurt him again with an uppercut. It could be all over now.
It will be now. That surely is going to be the end of the fight. Fury's already celebrating, and the fight is all over. It's all over, and Wilder is beaten, and Fury in the 11th round gets the stoppage he craves. Sensational fight.